Butterfly in the sky, I can fly twice as high. Take a look, it's not in a book. We're bringing in Landon. Weather work week weather forecast. Yes, I love reading Rainbow when I was a kid. What's wrong with that? Landon is also an avid reader. Landon is also an avid watcher of what's going on with the weather recently. Now we're going to go to him at his office in Teton right now, where he has a rather curious, it looks like a video loop there. That is not Guam, Landon, I'm quite sure. But I'm thinking that's one of those nor'easters.
It looks very much like what might be identified as a typhoon, but this is winter's typhoon. This was on top of Mount Washington in New Hampshire in the White Mountains, where over the weekends they had some significant weather conditions. They reached an all-time low of negative 108 degrees wind chill with 127 mile per hour wind gusts. Now, keep in mind, Mount Washington is one of the highest mountain peaks over there in the northeastern states at 6,288 feet in elevation. And so they have a weather observatory up there on top of the mountain, and they get some wicked, wicked weather up there. And if you've never been there, I highly recommend a road trip to Mount Washington, but sometime in the summer months when it's a lot more civil.
Yeah, I was gonna say no, no, thank you. Santa Rita Pete, did you see that? Minus negative 108 degrees wind chill. Wow.
Yeah, so it's pretty incredible
conditions. This island boy is staying right where he is.
Yeah, if you Google search the Mount Washington Observatory, you can get their webpage, and they have meteorologists up there that live and work up there year-round collecting weather data and other things. And that was actually one place I was considering for a job many years ago when I was in Kwajalein. I was like, I might want something more extreme and something different from the tropics, but I ended up in Guam, so.
Well, no, we are very, very happy, and it is to our community's benefit that we have you here. But if you don't mind me saying like a pun that I'm sure you weather watchers like use all the time, we had exactly the polar opposite weather, like out here, if I can coin a phrase.
Yeah, we're kind of on the polar opposites, and I think I prefer the tropics anyway over the winter weather. And let me say, I was looking at the climate data for Guam, and can you believe it? So far, since January 1st, we've had no snow. We are snow-free in 2023 so far. So we're keeping that trend up. So in case anybody ever asks, no snow this year yet on Guam.
Okay, but why was it so hot? I mean, you were projecting last week when we talked to you last Monday that it was going to be dry, but over the weekend, I mean, it was brutally hot.
It was a beautiful weather out there. Very few showers. It was very dry and, of course, very hot. You have this very few clouds to really deflect the sunlight from reaching the surface. And so we had that scorching sun. It's been beautiful overnight. We had nighttime temperatures around 75, 76, 77 degrees. So if you're outside in the evening, it's beautiful. But during the day, with the few clouds we've had in the sky and the scorching sun, it does warm up quickly. You get that sunburn. And I was actually on my rooftop yesterday doing my roof painting finally. And
you did it!
Quite some
Good for you.
Sun up there. Well, I'm not finished yet. Soon, maybe. Hopefully, we'll finish it on Saturday. But I got
you can't finish until you start, man. So good on you.
Isn't that the truth? So
no, I'm in the same boat as you. I got my first sunburn in 5 years. Even before the pandemic, because I was doing a wonderful I was doing interviews out at Epau Beach. I met some absolutely lovely people and everything. But I came home and the back of my neck and like all my shoulders and everything really, really sunburned. So why was the sun out so much so consistently?
Yeah, definitely 'tis the season. We are in the throes of dry season, and this is what we're supposed to be feeling this time of the year. And our rainfall is actually behind normal for the month of February so far, but not by much. But that's typical for this time of the year. We have a few showers popping through. We have a weak trade wind trough that's pushing through, bringing us these showers. The official forecast calls for some scattered afternoon, evening showers. And by scattered, we're not talking about the heavy stuff, but it's just going to be more shower activity pushing through from east to west. And that's going to be coming through. I'm going to open up onto the visible satellite to show you the bigger picture. And so we have this first trough coming through right on the eastern shores of Guam and the Sinai. We have the second one coming through along 150 east. Both of these will be pushing through over the next 12 to 18 hours, bringing a little uptick in showers, but otherwise very dry conditions across the region. All the heavy showers are south of 10 degrees north, where they're having a deluge of showers and thunderstorms across eastern Micronesia with the ITCZ down there. Much needed rainfall still in the Kapinga and the near equatorial trough over near Palau. So they'll probably be getting more showers and thunderstorms at Palau and just south of Yap later this week with a circulation that could develop within this week trough down here, but we're not looking at any tropical cyclone potential. The only hazards we're looking at here on Guam are the high risk of rip currents. That's still on our east-facing reefs of the Marianas, and that's because of the large persisting trade wind swell and windward that's going to be battering our eastern shores in the coming days. We could see a uptick in trade winds later this week that may make hazardous sea conditions for small craft. So watch out for that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and the weekends. If you have any water activities, not a good time to be on the eastern reefs of Guam as this activity unfolds in the coming days. But again, this is very seasonal, and this is what we expect this time of the year, where there's strong trade winds, minimal rainfall, dry conditions continuing through the weekend, likely into much of next week.
Okay, well, Landon, I've been asking people that I've been talking to all week and everything to give me a number prediction, give me a estimate of the score of the Super Bowl. I'm going to give you the same question, but in a different context, right? Can you give me a estimate of the average temperature it's going to be on Guam during working hours this week?
During working hours this weekend, I would have to say that's only 8 to 5. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You come in at 2 in the morning because you're insane.
That's on a good day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say about 85 degrees between 8 and 5 business days. We'll see about that. But for a final Super Bowl score, 2-0.
There are a few NC State guys playing in the Super Bowl. There's a couple of them. Yeah, so
we'll be watching that game.
85, and then with the heat index, maybe a couple degrees. I can work with that. That's wonderful island weather. Yeah, the grass might not enjoy it, but we'll go outside and water it. So, Landon, we appreciate it as always. And
minus 108.
Yeah, both of us are sunburned right now. I got some calamine lotion and everything like that, so I'm set for the week.
I try not to get burnt this coming weekend.
All right, man. We'll catch up with you later.